Yeah, the mic does smell. Like it smells smoky. Hey, like the other studio
It
there.
makes me want beef jerky though.
I know.
I might
Isn't
eat
it
the
such a
mic.
nice smell when it's isolated and it's like you don't have to smell
Yeah.
it too much. Like it's not your clothes.
Yeah.
It's kind of a nice smell, right?
It kind of makes me want to go to that fancy butcher store close to your house. You know.
Oh yeah, super nice.
Oh,
Yeah, here we are again, guys. Patreon 4. I'm not sure if this one's gonna be successful, but
We're hungry.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Life goes on. The ticker keeps ticking. The candle keeps burning. The dick.
Sounds like a song.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna keep going, and I was gonna make it vulgar there, but you
The
interrupted.
dick.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You are a wonderful producer.
Dick jokes aren't good.
You're a wonderful producer. You're wonderful.
Thank you.
Oh man. What's your favorite kind of mental handicap? Do you have a favorite? Like to hang around? Do you ever hang around people who had mental handicaps before?
Does autism count?
Of course, autism
Yeah.
counts.
Yeah, and I like that.
You like autism?
I do. I
Autism's
like that
pretty
they're
cool.
picky. I like that they don't give a shit what people want. They just.
OCD's pretty funny though.
I mean.
And then they're
Yeah, but it's sad in the sense that like you want things a certain way and it's up to you. So I feel like it's more of a burden.
it's a burden.
I like that you don't like a fucking t-shirt because it feels weird on your skin, so you just throw it off, and you don't care if you're in your bra and underwear, right?
Yeah,
You're
and
just
that's
like,
autism.
This clothing sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
autism. Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Down syndrome's pretty
So-
sweet though too.
That is
Those
true.
dudes are the bros, as
Yeah.
Shane Gillis would say. They are so fucking funny. I like Down syndrome people. They're always so happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I worked at a camp where I hung out with like special needs
Yeah.
individuals, and
Yeah.
the adults weren't as fun like the older ones, but as they got closer to our age and then younger is when we really had like a blast because they were so fun to be with.
Mm.
They
Do you ever accidentally sexually assault a kid or anything like that?
accidentally.
Yeah, just like go over there and you accidentally touch their butt.
No, but they do that to me all the time.
The kid sexually
All the
assault
time.
you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the other thing about Down syndrome and like mentally handicapped people is they just love sexual assault.
Only because they can get away with it.
They can get away. They have a different set of rules. Oh, this plays into a topic that I thought was kind of funny. I heard about this to do with like Law and Order, because like it's like how do you know how do you know where to create a law? How do you know where to put a law? And it's like I heard this thing where it's like if you do it, essentially people will come after you. That means that it needs to be a law. Like if you say the N-word, you're gonna get beat up.
Yeah.
So that's bad.
Yeah.
If you
Used to be the
rape
other way
somebody,
around.
some people are going to come after you. So that's a law.
Yeah.
That's like the metric for if you decide if something's a law or not, is will
Yeah.
people come after you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a good premise or not.
Speaking of laws, I think having like how self-defense is a law. So my boyfriend, super strong, has a bow and arrow, and he used to work at a store that would close later in the evening. So I texted him and I was like, hey, because something sketchy was going on outside. I'm like, if I ever need you for anything, can you come here? And he was like, yeah. I'm like, nice. I don't know why I thought
Oh,
that.
that's awesome. Yeah, like firearms.
Yeah, watch out.
No, what you're talking about is like the feeling that firearms give you. It's such an amazing feeling. It can be sexual, but like it's safety because especially for some women are turned on by feeling dangerous,
Yeah.
and some are turned on by feeling safety.
I'm more turned on by feeling safe.
Interesting. Okay,
Yeah.
but yeah, but that's what you felt
Yeah.
there, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Because a bow and arrow is sick. It's like a gun
Yeah.
with a silencer on it,
Yeah.
like already,
Yeah.
and more accurate than a
Mhm.
gun.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I mean, not at long. At the further you go away, of course, gun
Mhm.
would be more accurate.
Oh, can you imagine if he actually had to save me? Oh my God, we would have to have a couple minutes in one of the. In the
Oh,
back
it would
room.
turn you on. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, 100%. I
Goodness
would.
gracious,
the
you
part
are
of the
French.
phone call, I would be like, hey,
Yeah.
we're here, but please leave us alone.
Yeah.
We're doing our own thing.
Oh, shit. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I've ever asked you this. What is your ethnicity? I know you're French a little bit, but what is it like all the way?
All the way?
You're like,
French,
what are you?
German.
German. So you're a Nazi.
Norwegian.
Do you hate the Jews? French, German, Norwegian. I can see the Norwegian for sure. Yeah.
And I believe that's about it.
The
I'm
German
British,
thing makes
little
sense
British.
because you're really smart.
Aw.
Yeah. You're smart. Don't awe me.
No.
You're
No.
fat. You're fat, okay?
No, I lost 10 pounds, everyone. I
Did
am
you?
getting thinner
Okay,
by
you're
the
right.
day.
Okay, you're not as fat.
Yeah.
You're not as fat.
Pants are getting baggy.
Yeah.
Baggy.
So then you got to use all the money I pay you to buy new pants, and then you'll have no money again and be like, Stephan, can I live in your garage?
Practically, I'm so poor. We should live in your garage.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's a nice garage.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
If you put in a loft format in there, yeah, I'll be your new tenant.
Stellar.
I'll live in your garage.
Mm-hmm.
You know how easy it would be to go. Then I would really show up in my robe.
Oh,
Yeah.
be cool.
Yeah.
Imagine if it had heated floors in there. That's what I want to do in there.
Oh my
You
God.
can just come down off the loft. Take the sliding pole, like the fireman's pole down.
Oh wow.
And
we
then
have a
it would be
pool?
just like nice soft rubber floors that
Yeah.
are all warm,
Yeah.
heated by solar power.
Yeah.
That would be cool, hey?
If you put in a pole and me and my boyfriend lived in there, I'm taking pole dancing lessons for sure. For sure. I have to do whatever it takes to keep that mat. Because I don't want him to wake
That's
up
another bonus
and
for living in the
realize-
garage.
Oh shit.
That's another bonus of living in the garage is
Yeah.
you could do pole dancing practice right in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you ever text me and be like, let's do a podcast, I'll be like, just wait an hour and a half.
Yeah, do my pole dancing.
Gotta do my routine and then my other routine.
Yeah.
And then my routine.
Yeah. Oh man. That's funny. So what else? I mean, you were a vegetarian once and you've recently started eating meat.
Yeah.
Hey, that's really cool. I think that's amazing to just kind of wave the white flag and be like, I was wrong. I think that's so cool to do. And it's not necessarily that. Because you're not giving up on the principles that made you believe that vegetarianism was good.
Yeah.
But you came back to it because, you want the benefits that meat give you. You're like, this is probably worth it. What do you think? Tell me about that. Like, what was that journey like from meat to vegetarian to meat again?
Yeah. So I had, to not go into too much detail, I had a very unhealthy relationship with food. I didn't want to eat anything.
Would you put it up your butt?
It would have probably saved my body some time
Cucumber.
to process that, right? A cucumber. I want to put that on my
Did you
butt.
know? You know what boofing is?
What's boofing?
You put drugs into somebody else's butthole. So
Someone
essentially,
else's.
you know how I smoke weed?
Yeah.
Like if you smoke crack or weed or something like that, you open up somebody's butthole
Yeah.
and you blow it into their butthole, and apparently it makes you 10 times higher.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you going to try that out?
No.
Oh.
I saw it on a video once.
I don't know if I would
Yeah.
even want to try it. I don't even know if I want to be the giver or the receiver on that. Like,
I think you'd want to be the receiver, probably.
receiver?
Yeah, the boofer is probably not as good as the boofy.
You know what? If it comes to my boyfriend,
Wait,
I'll
wait,
be
wait,
like,
wait.
What do you want? Yeah.
Who's the boofer and who's the boofy? The boofy would be the person who's blowing into the butthole? Or would that be the boofer?
That would be the boofer. The
Okay.
boofy would be the one.
Person
that
receiving the
yeah.
boof.
Yeah, you know this.
You're the boofy.
You're British.
Yeah.
Good at English. Why are you asking me?
That's
But
good point. Good point.
French and British over here, or French
True.
and German over here.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
So which one of those ethnicities that you are do you identify with most? Because you mentioned kind of like 4. What do you think? Give me some rankings of whites here. That's what we want to hear.
German and French are probably tied for first.
That's what you identify
Yeah.
with?
I have a.
And is it... Do you ever ask yourself... So you identify with them. Why is that? Is it because you think that is the majority of what you are based on what people have told you? Like, so is it like a majority genetics thing?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it... because at a certain point you can kind of identify with whatever you want, and you have 4 choices.
Yeah.
So like, what's going on there?
Okay, so it kind of goes by genetic, right? Because I'm.
So you know that you're majority French and German.
Yeah.
So that's why you like those ones.
Yeah. Well, it's
You
evident.
kind of look that way. Yeah, that's the thing too. Is I guess it comes down to looks too.
Yeah.
Which is weird though, because there's some people who are just like, they do the opposite of that.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, they look white and they're like, I'm native. You know, it's like, no, you're not.
Yeah. No.
It kind of what matters, bro, is how you look. You can't just pretend you're something because you know, your parents told you that it's in you. You have to look it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
I look a lot like my grandmother, who is French, but I look a lot like my other grandmother, who is German. So kind of a good combination.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm very, like, horny, like the French people. But I like my routine, like the German
Like
people,
the Germans, exactly.
You know?
Yeah, for sure. So it's 50-50 almost.
Not that I want to schedule in, like, sexy time, but...
And then the other ones were Norwegian and British.
Yeah.
And those ones are just smaller? Those ones are from great-grandparents, or...?
One is from my grandfather, who is British, all the way through.
Okay.
So I don't think he had any...
And is that a grandfather on father's side or mother's side?
Mother's side.
Mother's side.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so let's get down to it.
Okay.
Let's get to the bedrock. So, what white is the best?
Ooh.
No. We're going to go top 5, and we're going to
Okay.
start at 5. What white... No, that's too many. Hold on, that gets too confusing. We got to start from 1, right?
1.
But I don't want to give away the big one.
Should we do 3, like gold?
Yeah,
silver,
let's do
bronze?
3,
Yeah.
and let's start from 3 so that you can kind of think of them beforehand, because right now you already should be thinking of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do 3, and how would I go first?
Okay.
I feel like if I had to rank whites, I would probably... The first 3 that come to mind, of course, British, German, and Russian.
Oh. Okay.
So those would be the top 3.
Yeah.
And to put them in order, I would go British, Russian, German.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think I would do, but I'm biased. I really do see them as a 3-way tie. The reality is I see them as a 3-way tie.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I'm at on that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, kind of a 3-way tie. And we're back, folks. Yeah, like, God, there's just a lot of different kinds of whites. That's what's so strange about whites. Is like there is so many different kinds. Like if you're from fucking Kosovo or the fucking Netherlands or like fucking Romania, it's just like tough to be like, oh yeah, you're a different kind of white. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you're getting a little bit too many with certain stuff like that. You know, I don't think you should get too crazy. It's like there's like 4 different kinds of Asian, and I'm like, okay, too many. Like we're talking. You want to like whites is insane.
Yeah.
We all want to feel like we're different.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's insane. It's insane. We're out of our minds. White people are out of their minds.
Yeah.
Like, good Lord, I saw a video the other day of the World Championships of rollerblade figure skating. They like, you know, the 4-wheel rollerblades.
Oh, okay.
And what they had to fucking do was it's like, you know, like the number 8.
Yeah.
Imagine the number 8 with like another little circle at the top and bottom of each of the 8.
Okay.
These 2 circles.
Yeah.
They had to do like leverage. They like were using their body and they had to keep their wheels exactly centered on this line.
Oh, wow.
And do the 2 circles on the figure 8.
Yeah.
That's what they were using to judge the finals of this rollerblading. What the fuck are white people doing? Like, oh my God.
Okay, but like, how fun was it? Okay, back in my hometown, we had Wheel-A-While, which is a rollerblading rink. Did you have that here?
We had that here too.
Really?
It was legit. I went there lots.
I miss it.
So fun.
I miss
So
it.
fun. You know what's crazy though is that's not just a white thing. Even though it's a lot of whites there, but like
yeah.
a lot of other ethnicities like the roller world too. Oh, ours was called Roller World.
Roller World.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And then Roller World ended up turning into a gym. It was pretty cool. Roller World was it was a big skating rink sized area where you'd rollerblade in circles, and then behind it in the back was actually a skate park. They had built a skate park in
that's so cool.
Oh, it was so cool.
Yeah.
It's so cool. I
Yeah.
racked myself in there though, and then it wasn't that cool, and then I walked away crying and never went back. Skateboarding is tough because it hurts so much.
Yeah.
God almighty.
There's not much between you and the pavement, yeah.
No, and like I don't wear elbow pads because I ain't no fucking pussy. So it's like I'm gonna be feeling the pain.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be wearing equipment. I guess that's a little bit hypocritical because of hockey, you know.
Yeah.
I wear a lot of equipment in hockey.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. A lot of the boys that are in my leagues nowadays, what's crazy is, thankfully, well, some of them, the craziest ones don't, but elbow pads are key because you don't want to just fall on your elbow and you're fucked.
Yeah.
It'll break your elbow.
Yeah.
But like a lot of the boys I play with, did you know that they do not wear uppers? So like there's a jersey on, there's no shoulder pads.
Really?
It's just body.
What do they expect?
I've seen a guy who was just body.
Your belly to defend.
He got hit with a fucking clapper right in the chest.
Ew.
Oh my god! Imagine that could break your sternum. You could be
Yeah.
dead. Yeah. Okay. So as we were doing there, we were ranking whites. Let's get back to the racism. Okay, because that's what we're all here for. I don't know if it is racism when you're talking about all one race.
We're talking about.
If we're talking about just one race.
Yeah.
It's not racism.
Well, we are the race that we're talking about.
And
so.
we are the race. Wait, are you saying you're white to the audience right now?
I am. Yeah.
Because you know that you could be German
clue.
and French and not be white.
That is.
Is that true?
True, but.
Not really that true though. Hold on.
We don't get a lot of sun. So.
Yeah, no, you can't. If you're a real German or French, you're probably not white.
I'm also a mermaid, so white.
Yeah, mermaids are white. Okay, fair enough. I mean, they're in the water. Like, you're not gonna. Black people don't like swimming, so.
But I don't really care. That whole debate was just hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, it's crazy that they thought that black people can't be the mermaid. I mean, goddamn. Swimming is weird though because it's funny because it involves buoyancy. It's like a sport where all of a sudden, pure muscle mass is not necessarily beneficial. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You should see a picture of the guy who has swam the furthest, like the guy who swam the furthest in the entire world.
Really?
You should see a picture of him.
I would love to.
He looks very.
In his bathing suit? Or you see a picture of his bathing suit?
Yeah. You'd be amazed by how he looks.
I bet I will. Does he look like
very average?
a fish?
Very average.
Yeah.
He does it all with a backstroke.
I find swimmers have very big what are these called?
Oh, for sure. The delts.
Yeah.
Or
almost like fins. You know?
Yeah,
that
fins.
stick out.
What are they called though? Oh yeah, no, it's delt.
Delt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imaginary delt syndrome. That those dudes who walk like they're carrying big suitcases.
Yeah. And I feel like I could hold on to that while I'm on top. Like.
Ooh, it's a big handle.
Board. Yeah, little boogie board. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit! Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good stuff. Good stuff. What was I talking about? What were we talking about?
Ranking whites.
Oh yeah, you got to rank some whites for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna shock you a little bit.
Okay.
It shouldn't come as a huge shock because you know me.
It is okay to put German or French at number 1. I want you to know that.
Okay.
Napoleon would be proud.
Yeah.
It's okay. Obviously, I put British at first when I probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, Russian and British, it's tough to say who's king. Because, quite honestly, Russia, if you're talking about strength, Russia crushes Britain.
Yeah.
But, like, if you're talking about overall influence and stuff like that and, like, cultural stuff, then you're a little different in the debate.
Yeah.
So sorry.
So that's why I put British people first. I feel like their culture, their whole demeanor, is that what I'm saying? The whole aspect of Britain, right? People want to travel there. They still have their royal family. Like, they're doing good, right?
Isn't it funny that since, like, it's been kind of in the last 40, 50 years, it's been very, like, evident the benefits of having the royal family be so under the microscope.
Yeah.
What's been interesting is watching the other countries like Spain and what would be another one, Russia, as they put their monarchs more in the spotlight because of the benefits that it shows to have statesmen. It's been very interesting. Sorry, please continue.
I will be a Canadian princess, by the way.
You'd be a Canadian princess.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Okay,
Yeah.
Justin Trudeau.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Yeah, you have the cheekbones for it.
I just need a couple of modifications, but not
Couple
much.
mod pods.
Yeah, like a mod
Yeah,
pod.
couple mod pods.
Yeah.
That if you were born royal, you would already have.
Some Granny Smith to
Turn some Granny Smiths into some
grapefruits.
watermelons.
Watermelons. Hey, too big for a princess. We all watch Disney movies, okay?
True enough. True enough. True enough. Although if we keep seeing more black princesses in the Disney movies, we might start seeing some watermelons.
I mean, okay, so British, French, I put second. And
Joe would be so happy to hear that.
really?
The fella there, he's a boy of mine.
Yeah.
He produced the earlier pods with Ben and Armin.
Yeah. Lucky, by the way.
Yeah, lucky. Yeah, lucky. He fucked it up a lot. But
Aww.
you watching this, Joe? You walked in front of the camera after 3 of the best jokes. He would love to hear that. He's French.
Right.
French are legit, man. They are conquestors.
Yes, and they're brutal. They have, which is why I want to go to, like, France, because they have what's called an obulette. An obulette? I don't know. It's
Never heard of that.
Oh, it's so rude. So basically, instead of a dungeon, they just put you in this hole where all you can do is stand up straight.
Oh.
And they have a bar. So everyone, like, in the common areas, everyone can, like, walk past you, but they can't do anything for you because and you just stand there to die. And you can't
Wow.
even
They
sit.
let you die in there?
Yeah.
Shit.
Like,
I feel like I would find a way to
that?
sit. Like, I would just kind of like, depending on how narrow it is, I would just kind of push my knees against the one side, heels against the other side, and just
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah, but.
Like, that's kind of sitting.
Yeah.
You know? But, like, at the end of the day, how sore would your knees get? Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, torture is the worst.
I often think if my boyfriend was in one of those, he would 100% escape. First of all, he would be so strong, he could probably climb up those walls, right? And then he would just take those bars. Obviously, they haven't been touched because who the fuck is strong enough to climb the bars? And then he would, like, probably take them apart and then just pop out and be like, I'm
Yeah.
free.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's honestly, escaping from prison is a fucking cool concept.
Yeah.
It's cool that some people did it successfully.
From Alcatraz.
I feel like I could probably escape from a prison.
Yeah.
I feel like I could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That should be an escape room. Escape from prison. Why isn't that
Imagine
even
starting
here?
sorry.
What? Okay, go on.
Imagine starting a business
Yeah.
where you just have people come in and just be like, "Okay, pay the money," and then you just bring them to jail.
It's kind of what Martha Stewart did. But,
You guys have reached the maximum difficulty on the escape room. This is jail.
okay, but everyone wants to claim that they can escape from jail, right? We all
Okay.
want to be an Andy Dufresne in our own minds. But could you really? Like,
I know, right?
I would love an escape room to be like
Yeah.
Alcatraz. Oh, like Alcatraz
Yeah.
is a little extreme.
When it
because
comes
you have
time
swim.
to fucking hide that nail file up your butt, could you do it? You know?
He doesn't hide a nail file up his butt, does he?
No, oh no, I'm not talking about Andy Dufresne. I'm
Yeah.
just, if you're gonna chisel a hole, you might need a nail file or, however, what did he use to dig his hole again?
A spoon?
No, it was a mini pickaxe.
No. Was
Wasn't
it a
it-
mini pickaxe?
Didn't he have a mini pickaxe that he would use to mine? Because he asked for it from the warden.
Oh.
To get rocks and stuff out in the yard.
Okay, let me
Yeah.
let me Google this one.
I remember that one pretty good. I believe that was his pickaxe that he. And sorry, your claim was that he used a
spoon.
spoon. Well, I think it was a mini pickaxe that he got from the warden for a favor. What an amazing movie, Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, Rockhammer, you're right.
By the way, if you want, you can put audio up to the mic. If you're gonna play it, if you find it and you're gonna play a scene, feel free to
Oh.
put it up to the mic. We've done enough content here where, and also behind the Patreon, we are allowed to actually put up whatever we want.
Really?
Copywritten content, we can put it up. It's all protected
Oh.
by the Patreon paywall. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's a different form of thing.
So we're more free then.
Yeah. Yeah, much more free, but still not total freedom. Like, we couldn't just have the screen be Happy Gilmore, like the movie, just playing right now.
That's true, yeah.
That would be stealing Happy Gilmore,
Oh,
whether you're on
home.
Patreon or not. Yeah. But, like, no, yeah. I know that behind paywalls, you know that 80-20 thing that I told you about with YouTube?
Yeah.
Like a 1-to-5 ratio on your content versus what you're using. On behind a paywall, I think it's less. It's like 50-50 or even less. Even less. Like, you can just play copywritten music the whole time.
Wow.
And then, then the company that, I don't know much. I don't know enough about it. I'm not a lawyer, so.
You could be.
Yeah, God.
I thought about going back to school.
Honestly, though, when I can't believe I'm an engineer. When I picture being like a doctor or a lawyer, I picture prison. What is the difference between the prison of being a highly touted professional versus just being in prison? The amount of commitment that it takes to your profession, and you might as well be in prison. Like,
yeah,
that's what I really do feel that way. The amount of reading that you have to do to be a good lawyer. You ever seen Suits?
Yeah. Goodness
fucking gracious. They expect a good lawyer to know that stuff to that extent?
Yeah.
Fuck that. Fuck that. And also fuck arguing all the time, which is being a lawyer.
Yeah.
And reading all the time.
Yeah.
And then being a doctor, fuck fixing broken people.
Yeah.
What a waste. Like, just a break and just go away.
Okay, if it wasn't for me being slightly dumber than the average bear, I think I could have made it a good lawyer.
You could have made it a good lawyer.
I could have made it a good lawyer. Yeah, not with the amount of drinks I had. Because I have an excellent memory.
Yeah.
I love to read.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to argue.
Yeah, you got a good mean gear.
Yeah.
For sure. You would be a good lawyer. But
But I'm not.
I think that what you do in life, like as a producer, and like what you do, I think you've already picked a good path.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're doing fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I care too much.
Yeah.
I can't be ruthless.
Yeah.
That's a bone I don't have. I don't have that sharp.
You ready for some strip loins after this?
Yeah.
We're gonna barbecue after this. We'll celebrate these podcasts with some fucking strip loins.
Yeah.
I'm super excited.
I'm so glad you're making them. About half hour, 29.
All right, everybody. We actually somehow did it again. That is Patreon 4. In the year 2024. We're living. We did it.
Yep.
Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe. Please don't stop your subscription to our Patreon. We love you. And we're going to keep making these. And go subscribe to the YouTube if you haven't already. Go check out our other social media platforms. We're on Spotify. We're on everything. And we're going to keep keeping it Canadian. We're going to keep it truthful. That's what we do here. And thank you for watching. All right. Goodbye. Thanks for listening, and any questions or concerns for the show, as well as voice recordings and voice messages that you'd like us to listen to, or advertisement inquiries, please forward those along to CanadianTalkWithStephan@gmail.com. Thanks. We also have a website, Stephanjackson.ca, where you can find a back catalog of all our episodes. And we're also on YouTube, where you can find the video versions.